Hi!
Hi.
We are the Five Browns. We are all brothers and sisters, and we play on multiple pianos together.
We are so happy and honored to be a part of the New York Phil's Practice 30 campaign. And we thought we would tell you a little bit about our practicing habits and stuff today. When the new year started, this has been kind of a weird year for practicing. When the new year started, I had this resolution where I was going to practice 4 hours a day every day that I'm not on the road for performances. And then when COVID hit, I felt like I got kind of discouraged, and that New Year's resolution fell away pretty quickly. So the practicing struggle is very real. But then I started to realize that, it was also kind of a unique opportunity this time has been for me to try some stuff that I maybe otherwise wouldn't have had the time to do. Whether that's, working on new music for the five of us or learning a new solo piece. I feel like the world right now is starved for good art. And once it opens back up again, I want to be prepared to hopefully give that to them.
I think one of the most important things that you can do as an artist and as a musician is to find out what practicing techniques work for other people. For me, over the years, what has worked is instead of tackling a piece from beginning to end, I take tiny little sections and work out little patterns and become very familiar with the inner workings of each little small group. And then I start to attach them one by one to each other. And before you know it, I have a huge chunk of the piece really well in my hands and in my mind and memory already. So that has worked for me over the years to make sure that I have a better understanding of each of the little bits as they connect into a bigger whole.
And we're weirdly in a unique position as brothers and sisters to spend a lot of time practicing and rehearsing together, which I've heard for a lot of people that sounds really torturous, but I actually really like these people. And when we get together, we chat and stuff. Sometimes we take too much time in the beginning chatting and catching up with each other. That Gregory usually will say, like, it's time. Okay, I'm glad we're such good friends, but we do need to practice. And it's fun. I do like practicing by myself because, sometimes piano can be pretty solitary. And it's nice to go into a group rehearsal, even if I'm having a down day, somebody's going to bring all the energy and creativity. And I find these guys really inspiring.
Well, and a lot of people have asked, what are the mechanics of practicing with multiple pianos? And, all of us are scattered around the country, so it gets really difficult to come together, especially when we're learning music. And so what we usually do is that we do our own parts individually, kind of just hash everything out where we want to be. We think about what favorite recordings we want to listen to, and how we want this orchestral piece to maybe come about. So then we do all that on our own, work all of these hours, and then we come together for about 2 weeks, all in one spot. And we make it a point that we're not practicing through just our individual parts. We're working as a group together. And then by the end of this 2 weeks, we make sure that we have a really viable recording, even if it's on iPhone, just so that we can take that recording home with us after the 2 weeks, put an earbud in and practice with it, and make sure that our ensemble and our creative side of everything is just really on target. And then we get together about 1 day before tour and make sure that we're all together, and then we start the tour.
So we really get to trust each other a lot.
Yeah.
Ensemble practicing wasn't easy, especially in the beginning, because it was all very new to us, especially playing on five pianos. There's no book written on how to play on five pianos, and so we kind of had to just figure it out ourselves. And it was definitely a transition stage. And as we got older, more practice hours together, we kind of started figuring out some techniques that really worked. Like, for example, taking a vote on musical ideas was one, and actually practice ideas as well. And because we're an odd number, it always seemed to work. Sometimes, it worked better than others. But it was a good solution to playing together and working out musical ideas. And we also did a lot of slow practicing in the beginning, individually and together, to kind of work out these ideas to make sure that the ensemble was together, and also together at a fast concert as well.
Well, geez, guys, I hope we can get back on the road soon. I miss you. I think this is like the longest time in my whole life that I've gone without seeing any of you.
I know, I miss your faces. Yeah, that'll be fun. I can't wait.
Hopefully
And
soon.
a big thank you to the New York Phil for arranging this 30-day challenge and keeping us all motivated during our Corona times, quarantines. And we want to wish everybody out there good luck in your practicing. And it was really great chatting with you. Thank you so much. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Practicing.